at Florida Supercon at the Miami Beach Convention Center, and here with another talented artist. This is really cool. You can see her, and I'm going to show you some of the work, and then she's going to talk a little bit about it. And there's something really cool. You can see stickers, a lot of buttons. Actually, Angelica. And the first thing I'm going to say is she's only 15 years old. Look at this amazing stuff. She has this her first event, something like this with Florida Supercon, and the stuff that she's doing, like the future of our youth is really promising with someone like Angelica. So we have Brito Arts, correct?
Yes.
And tell us about what it is, your form of discipline, your medium for art.
So basically my art is, I started recreationally 2 years ago, and I started drawing every single day all the time until one day I just realized, okay, so this is something I want to do with my life then. And then I came across an artist at a convention at the youth fair in Florida, and her name's Kawaii Universe. She's actually at this convention right now.
I just spoke to her.
Yes.
That's so funny. Kawaii, I learned Kawaii is cute.
Yes.
That's what that is and all. And she had some great stuff too. So.
Yes, absolutely. So I saw her selling at the youth fair, and I'm like thinking about this one day in my probability and statistics class, and I'm just like, so how can I go out and to a place and sell my art? And I googled this, Florida Supercon came up. A day later I bought the table, and then I started panicking because I had to get stuff together. But it all worked out. Stuff is like selling very well, and everybody's loving my art. Everyone's so nice and receptive of everything I do, so I really appreciate it.
Tell us about some of the pieces and what I mean. You have T-shirts and all. This is all. Is it paint? Is it drawings? Tell us a little bit about what you specialize in.
So I do a lot of different kinds of things. My main thing is original designs and illustrations. I don't do fan art because I don't like the idea of mass producing stuff based on somebody else's creative works, because I wouldn't want somebody doing that for me. So I design like my own characters on my pieces. I have like different mediums I use. I do digital, traditional, watercolor, and Copic markers. So like for my buttons, it's a mix of traditional watercolor as well as digital for the border and for
and
both
this is
buttons.
one that was been. This one here has been really good. People have been
bestseller, and we see people wearing it and walking around actually. So it's pretty awesome to see people like with my art, and just the idea of people when they buy prints and my framed originals to have the idea.
Special announcement, special announcement.
Just the idea of people having my art in their homes and like sharing it with their friends and whatever is just so amazing to me, and I really I'm humbled by that.
When did you know, first of all, that you had this talent, and then the passion came out with this?
So it actually started in 7th grade, in one of my art classes that I started drawing some trees with ink, and I started drawing a bunch of trees all the time. Very random thing to draw, but I love drawing them. And so I did that all through 8th grade, and then 9th grade I got a drawing tablet, so I started drawing digitally, and then that's when it exploded. I would spend hours upon hours every single day just drawing, and I kind of threw other things aside. I wouldn't go out like when friends asked me and stuff like that, because I'd be like, oh, I'm busy, I got stuff to do. Continues drawing.
Where do you draw your inspirations from?
There's a lot of artists that like inspire me, like Destiny Blue on a website called DeviantArt, which I visit every so often, but I just really love her artwork. She's so inspiring, and she does conventions like this, as well as Kawaii Universe. She was one of the first artists I ever learned the name of and started getting into the whole community and whatever.
And I want to look here because we got the special Mondays shirts. And we can all feel like that on a Monday. So that's really cool. And you have prints also that are here, and magnets and stickers and the bookmarks. And what I noticed too, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, and you'll obviously, it's your heart, it's your inspiration. Some of them have a dark side and the bright side together.
Yeah. So a lot of my artworks I put my own emotion into, so it depends how I'm feeling that day. And actually, and she'll tell you that it's completely true, that whenever I'm drawing something scary, I'll make like scary faces, and whenever I'm drawing something funny, I'll like smile and be happy or whatever, because I put so much emotion into my art, and I think it really shows, and on a relatable level too, so like, yeah, that kind of stuff shows in the work.
Like this one, the story behind
Yeah.
this one.
So
Yeah,
this
this is really good.
actually like in a darker part of this year when I was a little bit stressed out. So it's a girl who found a fox and an animal and followed it into the forest, and then she's lost in the forest and whatever. So even though she's lost, there's still some sort of like hope and color in it. So that's another thing with the work. So no matter what, no matter where you're lost or whatever, you always find yourself, even if it's in a beautiful forest.
Is there a place for the public to check out any of your work or anything like that? Where
Yes.
should they do that?
I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt at A Brito Art, and I also have my very own website, abritoart.com.